What did you need?
Where's that breeze coming from?
I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim. Hey, you guys started this. Now you're all going down. I'm not leaving till I finish all these assholes. Hell yeah, even deadly. Yeah.
You're digging your own...
Hey, you guys started this. Now you're all doing your worst.
Who's there?
たちの持ち主であることは認めよう。
さあどうする？
怪我は
To this place. Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. Father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. this was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing, and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something? I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was destroyed.
彼は壁を作って丸ごと封じてしまったのか。
It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself. That's a long story.
具体的な話は省略してくれていい。
The short version is that my parents and we were followers of Molag Bal.
デイドラの王子には吐き気を覚える。
I know, but just... Anyway. Molag Bal is the original source of vampirism, and still grants it to his more worthy followers. This isn't that watered-down child's power that you simply contract from another vampire. We're pure-blood creations of original vampires. We earn this.
その月時計は何か特別なものなのか？
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
使える状態なのか？
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
具体的にどうすれば？
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, you'll let me know if anything interesting is coming my way, right? I'm not leaving until I finish all
can I help you? Still here.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they run right under the courtyard and into the tower buildings. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
メダルが震えている。
Ahem. My fellow traveling companion, doesn't this courtyard look nice? It's serene in a certain way, and uniquely beautiful, like a certain... maybe. Well, actually, yeah, the garden actually didn't age well. No, I wasn't talking about you. Well, I was. Well, it's entirely possible. Now, enough of that. We got a job to do.
I'm right behind you.
We're getting close, I'm sure. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
So far, this hasn't been too bad.
I had always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something she thought was dangerous. What are you getting at?
あなたをテレポートさせる呪文のことだよ。あなたが遅れてしまった時のためにな。
Hey, I wouldn't be falling behind if you didn't start running off for somewhere without telling me. But, hey, anything that'll help us stay together is a plus in my book. I mean, we should try to stay close, but at times that simply isn't possible. Either because of me or you. So, here it is. Here's a spell I learned, which allows the user to teleport an ally right to their side. Which is me, in this case.
悪いな。
Now, don't go overusing this, okay? I personally get a little nauseous whenever I teleport.
These guys are useless.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Is that all you got? Why don't you come down? Come on, boys. That's not gonna work. Take off.
Not very impressive. Good night.
I'm still hiding behind. Fantastic. Exactly what I was looking for.
怪我は。すごいパンチの持ち主であることは認めよう。
I'm not leaving till I finish all.
すごいパンチの持ち主であることは
Get up.
認めよう。
We aren't done. Sorry.
So far, this hasn't been too bad.
Do you need something?
All right then.
その服は特注品ですね。どうぞよろしく。
Always smarter than I can.
Did you hear something?
Thought I might.
Found you. What can I do for you, friend? Is there something I can help you with?
Look at this place. This has to be it.
I'm right behind you.
I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all of this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
何を見つければいいんだ？
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we find her research notes, there might be some hints in there. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig that up. Any luck yet?
母親の日記を見つけた。
You did? Let me see.
そのソウルケルンとやらは一体。
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
消耗した魂の行き先を気にかける理由は？
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
彼女の足取りを追えば見つかるさ。
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
何かあったのか？
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
どうした？
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
あなたの血を使ったらどうだ？
Not bad. We'd better hope that it's good enough. Mistakes with these kinds of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
材料はここで全部揃うのか？
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Wow, that's fast, huh?
Get the ingredients in the vessel, and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
先に一つ聞いていいか？
Of course. What is it?
母親が見つかったとしたらどうする？
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
すべてはあなたのためにやったんじゃないのか？
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me, about all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
彼女を見つけなければ何とも言えない。
Yes. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
天門を開こう。
Alright. Here goes. by the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal to the Soul Cairn. Incredible. Are you all right? That looked painful.
そうだな。何が起きたんだ？
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is, well, hungry, for a lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
入る方法はないということか？
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
吸血鬼になる必要があると。
Not your first choice, I'd guess.
他に方法があるはずだ。
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
死んでしまったりしないのか？
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. That might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
他に選択肢はないのか？
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way. Something that would be easier for you. Just know that, whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes, things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind?
魂魄をかけてほしい。吸血鬼になったら自分に納得ができなくなりそうだ。
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn.
準備はできてる。
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
全面的に信頼している。
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's...
Right behind you.
話したいことがある。ある。服装について。
I'm ready when you are.
Look at this place. I can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified. The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Why can't I just die? I fear I'm cursed to walk this desolate land forever.
Look at the sky. What kind of place is this?
I was hoping it wouldn't smell this bad.
バレリカが清掃の書を持っているのは確実なのか？
No, but there's no way she would have left it in Tamriel. She wanted to get it as far away from my father as possible. I can't imagine a better place.
そうでなければ？
Then we find out where she hid it, if she's still alive. Well, as alive as she was before. Or is now. Or, you know what I mean.
ソウルケルン内に隠して自分だけ戻らなかったのは？
Probably to avoid whatever my father would do to her if he got his hands on her. Or maybe her plan was to come back, but she was stuck here. We won't know until we find her. Every step we take is steeped in history. Let's keep writing our own, shall we?
What can I do for you, friend?
Ugh, the smell here. I frankly thought it wouldn't smell like anything. But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. Lovely. If she really is here, I wonder how my mother managed to deal with it.
私なら何とかできるさ。
How do you manage to deal with it then?
あなたは歩く死体にしては臭くないな。
Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries.
その香水を売った商人に一元言ってやりたいところだね。
Oh, you know what? You should be talking. I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a well-groomed bear. Porker face. Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully carefree, aren't we? I mean, for being trapped in a realm of oblivion with no guaranteed return. It's nice, really, to just have fun. Have someone who can help me forget about all the prophecies, Elder Scrolls, betrayals, and this awful God's curse reek. About all of this, even for a brief moment. I'm starting to like you, okay? You're growing on me. And what I said is true, though I definitely wouldn't want to end up here for all eternity. We got a job to do. Let's find my mother and find a way out of here.
You always have the best ideas for fun stuff to do.
My ship? What happened to my ship? Where am I?
These guys.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
落ち着いて。アルバクは？
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
どうすれば彼の力に
Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here.
How could they trick me like this? I was one of Rieman's court wizards.
I'm not leaving till I finish all these assholes.
I've got your back.
Mother? Mother!
Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a minute. You brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down. Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Ball. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molik Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
太陽の先生の成就にはセラーナの血が必要なのか？
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Sakuya, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
ハルコンは彼女を殺すつもりだと？
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
そんなことはさせない。
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
ハルコンを殺すつもりだ。
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
セラーナの意見は？
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul King, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
セラーナに信用されているのに信用できないのか？
Serana? This stranger aligns herself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to her.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's strange. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So, to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about? You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different. But in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
聖書の書は持っているのか？
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
何をすればいい？
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
わかった。すぐに取って
One
こよ
more
う。
word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
どうしてここに閉じ込められてしまったのか？
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
取引の条件は？
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they crave. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
騙されたのか。
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
だが閉じ込められてしまったと。
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
ずっとここに幽閉されていたのか。
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
アイディールマスターとは。
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the soul cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
どんな形状をしているのか。
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the soul cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
どうして。
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
あの水晶は。
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
どうして彼らは糧を必要とするのだろう。
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
アイディールマスターらがもたらす見返りは。
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here as harvested souls. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the heads up. I was just thinking it was time for a little something.
Beware the dragon Dunavir, destroyer of souls and harbinger of the fallen.
Fearlessly charge the enemy. No, much too dramatic. What do you want?
どんな仕事をしているんだ。
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions?
作品とは。
What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
一番最初から話してくれれば。
Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Jib. Some call me Saint Jib. Others call me Jib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
いいや。 聞いたことすらない名前だ。
I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know of my achievements.
ほんのことか。
A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dhalma.
題名が長すぎるのでは？
Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions.
作品の進み具合は？
Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair.
誰の手でここに送られたんだ？
That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was.
どれもらに捕まったのか？
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here.
魂を囚われたんだ。
My what? Wait. That means...
あなたはもう死んでいる。
No. All these wasted months? Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten.
手伝えることはあるか？
Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here?
自分が知ってる方法ではあなたは出られない。
Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
失ったページの数は？
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I had been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you. Now, where was I? Call it the Great Hunt. Or was it just the hunt?
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison. Sounds good.
Was it I said to that prisoner? Stand up. There you go. Good. You mean? Yes, that was it.
Okay, these guys are useless. devil may come fuck.
しまいしょうか。
私たち暇ではありません。
back! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse. Until next time.
I've always wondered what the Dwemer actually looked like. If one believes Nordsen, they were much like elves, but with beards. But what about young dwarves? Were they indistinguishable from, say, the Altmer then? Maybe there were other differences. Lighter skin tone, or tails? No. Why would they have tails? I don't know. Don't mind my rambling. It's just there's so many artifacts from their civilization, and yet we know so little. What did they look like? Where did they go? The sooner we get out of this place, the better. Okay.
So this is what it's like on the other side. Is there no end to this nightmare?
Come on.
Still hiding behind me. Devil made me do it, motherfucker. devil made me do it, motherfucker. I shoot like a girl. Too bad for you. I shoot like a girl. Too bad for you.
Automatic weapons, the next best thing to breaking glass.
Give him hell!
You're as good as dead.
Automatic weapons, the next best thing to breaking glass. Hey, you guys started this. Now you're all going down. Whoop! Pow! God bless. I shoot like a girl. Too bad. Whoop! Pow! God bless. That's fun. I shoot like a girl. Too bad for you. Automatic weapons, the next best thing is glass. Automatic weapons, the next best thing is glass.
The barrier should be gone now. Let's head back.
perfect.
I'm sorry, but you left me with no choice.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
これで清掃の書をもらえるのか？
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Dernevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. I hear something.
Hey, you guys started this, now you're home.
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
どうしてわかる？
Volumes written on Durnevere alleged that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless...
続けてくれ。
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
どれくらい時間がかかるのだろう？
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way. What did you want?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
I've got your back.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
魂を取り戻したい。
So
どう
my
すればいい？
daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you.
ありがたい。借りられる手はすべて借りたいからな。
Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the soul cairn, it was given to the ideal masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored.
どこにあるかの検討は？
There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be your last chance.
ここに残るのか？
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
できるだけ早く迎えに来る。
I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left. Did you have anything to ask before you depart?
ソウルケルンを離れた場合、無事にもう一度来ることはできるだろうか。
As you've been traveling in the soul cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the soul cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
我々と一緒に戻ってはどうだ？
Even if I could, it would only serve to hinder your efforts. Harkon would likely sense my return to Tamriel. The last thing you need right now is a trail for him to follow. Like Serana, I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, a vampire offspring of Molik Bal. My presence in Tamriel would simply double the risk that Harkon could complete the prophecy.
ハルコンがしくじった場合は？
The only way I'd even consider returning to Tamriel was if Harkon were not only to fail, but to be destroyed.
そこまで憎んでいるのか？
You must understand. He's no longer the man I married all that time ago. He's obsessed. Insane. Everyone around him fears him as they would a rabid dog. For all of this to end, he must die. Farewell. Remember that Harkon's not to be trusted.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
死んだのかと思った。
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
話すことは何かあるのか。
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
こちらも互角の相手だと感じた。
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
頼み事とは
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the ideal masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
どうして自力では逃げられないのか
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
どうするべきだろうか
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
タムリエルで名を呼べとそれだけなのか
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
どうしてこのソウルケルンに
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. But those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
一枚噛んでいたのか
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dilan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
そのため答えを求めてソウルケルンに来たと
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper, until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
不死身だとは聞いてなかったんだな。
I discovered too late that the ideal masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
それで自由になれたのか。
Free? No. I have been here too long, Quanarin. The soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Pow! God bless, that's fun. I shoot like a girl. Too bad for you.
Still here.
What now? I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
もし彼を殺すことになったら 辛いか？
If. I've been assuming that's where this is all going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time. Every corner of Skyrim seems to hide a surprise, doesn't it? Or a bandit. But hey, that's half the fun. Let's see what's next.
I've got your...
そうだなに、アルゴニアの事情がございましたの。それも堂々と母らしいですわね。